Julie Krone, the winningest female rider in the history of horse racing, continues to make her mark on the fairgrounds meet. Julie rode 8 more winners last week, including a long-shot filly named Boomtown Girl in the Tiffany Last Stakes. And Julie's our first repeat Sal and Sam's Fairground Star of the Week. Boomtown Girl paid $47 for a deuce, but Julie knew she had the win way before the finish line.
Actually, when I was at the half-mile pole, and I was still waiting on her, and I could feel that she had, when I was watching the horses in front, and they were moving their elbows a little bit, and I was counting, and I said, well, I have those 5, and like 2 more horses backed up in her face, and she was just like literally tugging on the bridle, and she has a huge stride, and she has like a lot of good spot, and I was thinking, I said, oh yeah, I said, she's gonna be ready for that one, and just like waiting to turn her loose. And that's the fun part when you're way in the back and you know you're gonna win, and you're just waiting and waiting and waiting. And yeah, when I galloped her out that day, I said, that's gonna be a good race for her.
Boomtown Girl had shown nothing but speed in her previous starts, but in the Tiffany Last, Julie had her dead last. Why?
Michael and Stidham and I, we both kind of planned that a little bit, especially when the race, when you look, and Boomtown had already had a long race, and Michael planned it very well, where she got to go long once already and then come back long again, whereas there was more than a handful of horses in the race that didn't get to go long before, so she had a little bit of advantage in that area. And like I said, it was just kind of planned, and it's nice when a plan comes together.
The lady is not only a good race rider, she's got a sense of humor a mile long. Like a response to the question about top riders always get the Triple Crown itch around this time of the year.
No. No, if I did, I wouldn't. At this point, I kind of would be a little laying low on it and not really talking about it because you don't want to. You want to keep it kind of low profile right now and try not to get too excited.
Krone's agent, Joey DeMarco, says the bottom line is Julie loves her job.
See, Julie likes what she's doing. And I think if anybody likes what they do for work, I think it's a great way to go through life, I mean, you got to like what you're doing. If you do that and you're happy about it, it's a lot easier to go to work.
And fairgrounds work includes that long stretch that suits Julie Krone's riding style.
Well, Julie's got a lot of patience. In fact, sometimes I'm in the stands, I'm saying, my girl, what are you doing back here? But when they let them run, they run for her. They really do. She has a natural ability for horses. I mean, they just run for her.
Julie Krone, the reigning queen of horse racing, and her gang enjoy a night at Sal and Sam's Fine Restaurant in Metairie as the Sal and Sam's Fairgrounds Star of the Week. For the Fairgrounds Racing Report, this is Buddy D.